Hello, welcome to A Hunger for Horror. It's been about a month since we did one of these episodes, and I honestly wasn't really sure if I was going to do it today because I kind of needed some time to actually record some videos instead of go live. But you know, I kind of I think that this week is going to be a little more slow for me work wise, so I decided to just do the filming maybe tomorrow and then hop on now. Why not? We have an article by Variety that I actually just stumbled upon today randomly that I wanted to get into. It's best horror movies of 2026 so far. I thought it was interesting. Thought it was an interesting list. There were some that I hadn't seen on there, so I'm kind of excited now to go and check those out. But we'll go through it right now in a second. Kind of just wanted to let people trickle in here a little bit, get a little energy drink right here. This is an Alani. I've had one before. Don't really like them to be honest, but I got a whole like case of them. It was probably a mistake, but it is what it is. They didn't have the Celsius that I usually get, so I was like, whatever, I'll take these. And I liked the last flavor. This one is not so great. Mm, I don't know. You guys drink any energy drinks? If so, let me know. I like Ghosts too. Ghosts are really good. But those are a little pricier and it's more in terms of like quantity. It's like double the size or something. Um, but I don't need that much. That's why I don't get those. This is like way smaller, so I feel like I can um like maybe just drink half. I go pretty slow with them. I drink like half of it and then a little later in the day I'll drink more. But right now I'm like, "Oh, should I Sorry, I'm like rambling. I'm just telling you guys my whole plan for tonight. I'm thinking maybe I start filming one video tonight and then maybe one tomorrow, and that's why I'm like having the energy drink so that I have enough, spunk for my video because I feel like recorded videos, I need more energy for those. There's a lot more in my head that needs to come out like correctly, and I need to be sharp. So that's the plan. That's the plan. Um, and then since work's slow right now, it's kind of nice. I can do my hobby stuff. What up, Too Good? How's it going? I just drink coffee. Yeah, I drink coffee as well, but not simultaneously. So that'd be crazy. But I like coffee. I don't like what it does to my teeth. So I kind of try to space coffee out. And that's why I do energy drinks occasionally. And I like getting the zero sugar energy drinks because those are actually pretty good flavor wise, I would say. The original like energy drinks, like the old Monster, the old like Red Bull, old Rockstar. Dude, those taste like gasoline. It's disgusting. So I like this new wave of zero sugar, but still tastes like soda slash, I don't know, kind of just a lighter drink. I like that. I like it. But yeah, coffee's still good too. I'm definitely just a caffeine fiend in general. So but yeah, enough about my energy drinks. This coming weekend, I also wanted to mention this coming weekend, I am going to be traveling to go visit my mom. We're probably gonna. I want to help her clear out her garage, so I'm gonna be pretty freaking busy. I'm not gonna be able to stream, so I thought that was another reason I hopped on today because like I said, I was kind of inching towards not doing it, but then I'm like, no, I can't do it to next week, so I can't leave you all hanging for 2 weeks in a row, even though I have in the past several times. But no, I kind of want to be more consistent. I'm trying. I'm trying here. Uh, what is Tugan saying? Whatever you have to do to get through the day, right? Dude, sometimes I mean, I like to just at least start the day off with some energy drink or some kind of, you know, caffeine to kind of get the ball rolling. And I feel like that's good enough for me. That's why I kind of just take the rest of the like drink the rest pretty slowly. I don't chug it or I don't drink like 4 or 5 cups a day. None of that. It's just like I need a little something, something to like boost me, you know, and then I'm good. And then I'll do the rest. But yeah, um, yeah, there's no way I could freaking do the job I do without caffeine. I'm sorry. Just can't. It's impossible. And then on top of that, like, yeah, the YouTube stuff, I need that energy or else I've had episodes where I'm just like, oh, sorry guys, I'm just so fucking slow right now. It's just not a good look. It's not a good look. But anyways, cheers to all the energy drink fiends in this world that are watching. Mm, okay. That's weird because I had this last week and I didn't like it. The cherry twist. I liked the other flavor. But right now it chilled. It tastes good. Maybe that's the difference. I threw this in the freezer, so it's kind of like slush right now. Maybe that's why. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. So I'm gonna pull up this article. I usually don't read Variety. I don't know about you guys, but I don't really read any kind of critic type of review or anything like that. I just go with the flow in terms of like what ends up on my feed. I just kind of scroll and whatever kind of pops up or like piques my interest is what I end up reading. And that's what happened with this. I was actually searching because I was like, what do I do for this Hunger for Horror? Like I have stuff that I wanted to show, like showcase, but I also want this show to be more of like a discussion thing. So I don't always want to be showing collectibles because that gets old too. Um, or physical media as well. So I kind of just was like, what can I do? And then I started thinking about horror movies that I haven't touched on yet that I've seen this year. And because I could think of like one or two of them right off the bat. And I was like, oh, I haven't talked about those. So maybe we could just talk about that. So then I was like, what else came out this year that I could talk about? So then that's what prompted me to do the search. And I was like, horror. I just needed a list as a refresher of what has come out, and I was so I googled it, and then this Variety article popped up, and I was like, oh, I'm curious what they think about what's best in horror so far this year. And I was looking, I was like, wow, I would not. There were certain things there. I was like, that's kind of a hot take in my mind, but then I have some hot takes, I guess, too. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of go through it with you guys and see what y'all think, if you agree or not. And then you guys can give me your list, what have you. And then the only thing is it's a little caveat. So take my opinion with a grain of salt, as you guys probably always do. But I haven't seen everything, right? I don't think anyone really has, unless you are like official critic. But yeah, so I can't really say what's best, right? If you haven't seen everything, then that's not really fair of you to kind of like say what is best or what you think is best. You could say this is what I think is best from what I've seen, right? Because yeah, there are some entries in this list that I haven't seen yet, and I haven't even heard of actually. So I'm kind of excited about that. All right, let's get into it. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. I think I have it pulled up. Okay, and then let me switch to my laptop. And that way I could see if you guys say anything. Anyways, also let me know what's going on with the game. Did it end already? Mexico, England? I'm not super into soccer, but I know that that was happening right before I hopped on. So yeah, let me know if you guys are watching that. Go Viva Mexico is all I'll say. But all right, let's get into it. Here we go. Let me switch this format. There you go. Okay. Variety. This was July 2nd. Best horror movies of 2026 so far, by William Earl. I'm not going to read you the whole thing. I'm kind of just going to go into his honorable mentions. So, honorable mention number one is Send Help. Um, if you guys have seen that, let me know what you guys think about this as an honorable mention. I think it's good to say that as an honorable mention. I don't think it's as good as a lot of people were saying it was. It is fun though, and it's very entertaining. But people were raving about this movie, and I thought it was okay. Like I would watch it again for shits and giggles, but it wasn't something I would put on a best like top 10 list or whatever. Not that I really do that often, but you know what I mean? Like it doesn't really rank super high for me. I don't think it's one of Sam Raimi's better films at all, but it's there and it was fun. And you know, it is what it is. The one thing that sticks out to me with that one that I didn't like was this all the CGI was it was way too much. But yeah, that being said, I like gore in general, so I'm not gonna hate too hard. And it was a lot of gore in that. And some ridiculous scenes with a hog, like a wild hog. Oh, but yeah, that came out earlier. And let me know if you guys are planning to see some of these too. So then this is another honorable mention: Buffet Infinity, by Yellow Veil Pictures. Now I know nothing about this movie, so let's see. This wild feature made up entirely of fake commercials is a trip to watch, and will delight any fans. Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job. Or other lost media madness. Although the clips feel disconnected at first, it's soon clear that a local sinkhole might be behind the restaurant war, a religious cult, and plenty of unpredictable twists and turns. It's not it's not for everybody. Uh, but those who can get on the same wavelength as Buffet Infinity will be richly rewarded. It's so funny when people say that, like it's not for everybody. That's when you know, like, oh, this is gonna be I'm like in for a treat. Like, what the heck? This is gonna be way out of left field. um, what is Two Guns saying? The last time I checked, it was one two. Oh, okay, okay, cool. So they scored because when I checked, it was 0-0 still. Send help. 2.75 out of 5. Agree, a lot of CGI. I that's a really good rating, Pedro. I think I would score it maybe slightly higher, up to a 3, but I think you're right. It's right around there for sure. Um, yeah, let me know if you've seen Buffet Infinity. So that sounds funny. Um, yeah, definitely check this out. I'm actually going to be writing them down as I'm going because I love that I have all these like recs now because I was actually looking for stuff to watch last night and I wasn't sure what to watch. So I ended up watching Agent Carter, which is another story that I'll have to tell you guys during Books and Comics Live because I do want to talk about that show. But all right, let me write this down real quick. Buffet. I'm super old school like that. I'm from the era of taking notes in class, like actually writing notes down. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, cool. Next, we got is it how do you pronounce that? Saccharine, independent film company and Shudder. I don't know what this is. I remember hearing about it And I vaguely remember, I think I heard it from one of those like TikTokers slash Instagrammers that do like the quick little rec videos. And they mentioned this movie, and I remember being like mildly interested in it. But um, yeah, I don't remember if I saw the trailer or not, or if we talked about it on the reel because my memory is just terrible these days. But I have heard of it, and it says timely film considers the dark side of fad diets as a med student. Uh, oh, sorry, Natalie Erica James timely film considers the dark side of fad diets, and med student realizes that ingesting the ashes of the dead is the best miracle drug around. While it's not white knuckle ride many fans might want, it's an effectively gross body horror that has plenty to say. Cool. Let me write that down too. Cool. All right, now we're getting into the list, guys. So now you know, as you could just imagine me just scrolling down this, and I see Backrooms number 10. Excuse me? Immediately I'm like, okay, now I know what I'm covering today on Hunger for Horror. There's ain't no way I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut about this. This is ridiculous. Number 10? You're telling me there's 9 movies better than this year? Absolutely not. I'm not gonna hear this. This is ridiculous. Like, what? Come on. Too Good says, haven't seen Buffet Infinity. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. What up, Tat? What's going on? How are you? Never heard of Saturn. Yeah. So that's good. Let's take notes, and then maybe we can watch the ones we haven't seen, and then for the next Hunger for Horror, we'll talk about the other ones on this list, besides what we're covering today. So that's the plan. Okay, so yeah, Backrooms at number 10. What the hell, man? This movie is number 1, literally number 1 for me of the year so far. Yes, I said it, over Obsession. I like Obsession, don't get me wrong, but this movie dug so deep for me. Like, I left the theater, and I'm telling you, like days later, I was thinking about how this affected me, and just like the just how it, not just me and my life, but like just society in general. I saw there was so much there. It was like an onion, there's so deep, like all these um like messages and themes that I thought were pretty cool. The way that they executed everything, the um well, I remember the thing that really popped out to me positively, that was a pro of this, was the cinematography. Just amazing. Like everything, I remember the composition, everything was like super cool the way that they shot this film. And then on the con side, something that popped that I wasn't so thrilled about. The more I think about it, the more I kind of agree with people that say the ending was underwhelming. I didn't hate it. I still thought it was okay for what it was. But yeah, it did seem on the weaker side, and almost like a bit of a cop out, because they go and like they start to explain kind of what is going on, and then they're like, nah, never mind, here you go, here's the scene instead. Which again, I kind of was okay with it, but it seemed a little harsh, is all I'll say. But as I said before, there's just so much to take from this film, that at least for me, like I was able to take a lot and see a lot that I think was pretty bold. And I'm not gonna get into details and stuff, because I always get told not to go into like spoiler territory here. But yeah, if you haven't seen this, go watch it. I mean, I guess I'm fine with the fact that it's still in the top 10 at least, but my goodness, like one step away from an honorable mention. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. Oh god. Too Good says Backrooms definitely should be higher than the list. Right? Yeah. It's nuts. That's just nuts. Eating dinner and working on some art pieces. Cool. Cool. What you having for dinner? Um, all right. So that's already like what is going on. Next, we have and I'm not gonna read the little synopsis here just because we've already covered this movie on the show on this Hunger for Horror last week or last time. So you can go ahead and check that out if you want to. And I'm just trying not to be super repetitive with what I'm saying about these movies. That's why I'm only going to read the synopsis of the ones I haven't seen. Like this one, Exit 8. I have not. Oh, yeah, I did see this preview now that I think about it. Yeah. Exit 8. I was interested in seeing this. I didn't even realize it was already out. Is number 9? Okay. I'm going to write that down. Genki Kawamura's video game adaptation. Oh, it's a video game. Cool. Concerns a man who cannot escape walking along section of a subway hallway, stuck in an endless repetition. Yeah, he's soon able to discern tiny clues about how to move forward and pass through some dark reverberations of his life and decisions to get to the other side. While the hook grows a little thin, it's by necessity as the audience begins to feel as stuck and hopeless as its main character, and each new detail pointing to escape is a breath of fresh air. That sounds stressful as fuck. Not gonna lie. That being said, I still want to watch it. I really love like Groundhog Day type movies. It reminds there's the synopsis kind of reminds me of that Tom Cruise one. You guys remember what that one was called? The oh crap, I don't remember what it was called. You guys know which one I'm talking about? Yeah, anyways, those are always fun. And yeah, I remember thinking the trailer was pretty cool looking. Um Tat says wontons, prongs, and Korean pancakes is what he's eating. That sounds amazing right now, honestly. I had some a mochi snack earlier today. It's pretty good. Pedro says, haven't seen Exit 8. Yeah. So I already have 3 written down that I need to watch. So definitely on the to-do list. Next up is number 8, Marama. Also, have not heard of this movie. So where have I been? Apparently. It's by Dark Sky and Watermelon Pictures. Taratoa Steppard's Gothic tale examines Maori culture and the colonizers who almost snuffed it out. Ariana Osborne is spellbinding as the title character and a Victorian era woman who travels to England to find more about her lineage, only to become a governess for a mysterious man with an affinity for her sorry guys, I don't know how to pronounce that. Morai heritage. As things get dark, Stepper vision grows more lush with an atmosphere teeming with evil. Interesting. It's funny because just the other day I was discussing who was somebody mentioned in the chat about gothic ghost stories. This isn't a ghost story, but it's definitely in that same vein of gothic horror. But that's cool. I mean, look at the picture. That alone has me sold. Like I'm totally gonna try to find this movie and watch. Um, yeah, looks pretty interesting. Let me know if you guys have seen it. Would love to know if you guys recommend it. Would love to know if this is a legitimately like good spot to place it in a top 10. Um, okay, number 7, Faces of Death. Now, I did watch this and I actually really liked it. Now, I haven't seen the original Faces of Death. It's supposedly like found footage, like fake stuff type films, but everyone thought it was real back in the day, kind of like the way like people thought Blair Witch was real. Except Blair Witch had a huge marketing campaign, and apparently, like Faces of Death didn't, and it was just like word of mouth, and people just like passing a VHS basically around, like all hush hush style, and like it's taboo or something. So, but it turned out to be fake. Apparently, I don't really know too much about that. I feel like it was probably before, well, or maybe that was during like when I was a kid. I don't know because I don't remember that movie at all. But Faces of Death, this new one I went to check out. Yeah, like I said, I really liked it. I would recommend it. I feel like it got overlooked, and honestly, that's probably one of the better times I've had in the theater so far this year. So I would place this high on my list. It would probably go like maybe like slightly above average. So maybe like at number 5 or from anywhere from 5, 6, or sorry, I should go the opposite way. 5, 4, or 3, something like that. But I haven't actually written down a list of my own, so it's something somewhere around the middle. But no, I would definitely recommend it if you guys can. I don't. Is it Shutter? Yeah, go check it out if it's streaming. The idea of release. Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna read that because I already. Actually, did I cover this? I This is one of them that I was gonna cover today. That remember I was telling you earlier, I wasn't sure what to talk about today. So, yeah, that one. That one, one of the positives I really liked about it was the main character. She really stuck out to me. I liked her acting. Everything about this was pretty, like, realistic. Like, her whole story and her like what was going on in her life and stuff. Like I thought it was pretty not relatable per se, but realistic. It was something that I feel like it's like one of those like slice of life, like you're just kind of walking into somebody's day to day and then something really crazy happens where she sees something. You follow her in her like mundane job, and then she happens to see uh like something super shocking on one of the videos that she has to QC, and it affects her whole like she has to hide it, so it kind of affects her in general, and she's got other shit going on too, so it's like high anxiety, I would say. And but it's awesome because as the movie goes on, like she kind of you could tell she kind of embraces like whatever trauma or whatever, and she goes after this mf'er. I wanted to say something else, but yeah, it's really really good. I've been hearing some hate about it, but I liked it. I really liked it. mm, Two Gun. Haven't seen Faces of Death yet. It's another one you should check out. Did you see the old one? Because I haven't seen that one at all. um a part of me was like, oh, maybe I should watch the original first, but nah, after I realized what it was, because in this movie, it's not a remake, even though it's titled the same. It's not a remake necessarily. It's more of a sequel. would I even call it that? Not really, actually. It's like a this like meta type of spin-off, I guess. But it's pretty well done. It's pretty well done. It kept me interested. The uh the killer um was pretty realistic as well, like creepy, creepy, creepy. It's the actually I don't know if I want to say who it is, but yeah, I would recommend. I would try to find it. Again, it was kind of overlooked, so that sucks. But anyways, continuing on. Number 6. We got 28 years later, Bone Temple. Now, this one we've covered. I liked it. I didn't love it. To me, this whole franchise kind of feels super reminiscent of The Walking Dead. And I know that actually the Walking Dead comic book, the first issue, I think I'm not sure which one came out first. It was like the chicken and the egg scenario, chicken or the egg. It's Was it the first comic book came out before or after the first movie? Because they're very similar. They're very, very similar. Just like with the Rick character type of thing, and him waking up in a hospital and all that. Uh, but even later on, I feel like both have kind of copied each other, kind of thing, throughout the years. Because if Walking Dead kind of took the 28 days later idea, then later on, 28 years later, you remember the ending, where like the tone just completely changes and everyone was pissed about that. Not pissed, but they just were not having it. They're like, what the heck? That kind of ruined it, yada yada. Um, it's kind of like a Walking Dead episode, though, if you think about it. And I'm like, this feels like Walking Dead, where they're taking you in this direction, and then they just do a hard left, and you're like, hold on, what? And then it turns out to be this other group of people, and that you didn't even know of, or it's something you would see in The Walking Dead. So it's kind of like they just take from each other. Each The show takes from the comics, takes from the movie takes from the show, and the show takes from the movie. It's a thing. So Two Gun says, I watched the original Faces of Death on tape as a teen. I couldn't get through them. It was too much for me. I think I could handle it that now. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Well, and it's not like Blair Witch, in the fact that with Blair Witch, when you go watch Blair Witch, at least with me, I was a kid when I saw it in theaters. I'm pretty sure I snuck into that, but when I watched it, I knew it wasn't real. A lot of people thought it was real. But with Faces of Death, apparently, like, there wasn't anyone to like kind of say like, oh, this is fake, or you know since it was just something that was floating around, like a viral, like the way that a viral video does now. That's the idea. That's what I've been told. But again, I didn't have any knowledge of this thing at all. So but yeah, Bone Temple, I dig it. I think there's a lot of cool scenes and memorable scenes in this. The little kid is kind of annoying, but there are so many other characters kind of involved in the storyline, and there's some subplots that kind of keep me in it, or kept me in it. So, because if it was on him the entire time, he didn't bug me as much in 28 years later, the first one. But it was this one that I was like, oh my God, kid, you're being a little stupid right now. But is what it is. That happens a lot in horror, unfortunately. annoying main characters. Anyway, continuing on. Yeah, I it's a good one. It's a good one. I think the whole series is pretty fun. I like it. I don't love it. Like I remember watching the first one. I think I rented it from like Hollywood Video or something. And it was okay. A lot of people rave about that first one. I'm like, okay, I it's not terrible. I don't think it's terrible, but it's a cool story. And at the time, it was an original story, so it was something different. And yeah, the rest of them are decent too. Yeah, they're not like my favorite, but it's cool. They're cool to watch. Okay, number 5 is Leviticus. So Leviticus, I kind of spoke about this movie when I was on Dan's show, Comic Chop News. What can I say? I guess I'll talk here about it since I don't think I have. So I was pretty disappointed with this movie. I was really hyped going into it. And maybe that's why. Maybe I shouldn't have had such high expectations, but I was on a horror high. What can I say? Like after all these cool horror movies in May were coming out, I was like, "Yay! Now we get Leviticus." And you don't really see gay horror too much. There's this, the main characters are love interests, so they're the whole story revolves around them kind of being closeted and in a town that is homophobic and like extreme. I don't know if it's Catholicism or Christianity. I don't know which religion it was in the movie, but anyways, it was those parts were pretty rough to watch, and but like those aspects I like about it. I like that they were bold enough to kind of go like tell that story. I think it's important for people to kind of see things, those types of stories, and um, just it because I mean it's sad. It's really sad that people actually do live like that, and they deal with all this bullshit just because they're different. But anyways, that being said, the narrative, the way that it went, it was underwhelming. Like I felt like I was bored, like towards the middle. And I again annoyed with the main character kid. I'm like, why do you like this guy to begin with? Like he is out like making out with other dudes. Like what why do you love him so much? See, I can't like when my mind starts going like that and things just don't seem logical to me. I'm like, bro, wake up! Like, you're gonna let this guy step all over you, and then I don't know. The whole movie was about getting him like to like he loved this guy. He was pining for this guy. This guy could not give a shit about him, and then I mean, I'm not going to say how it happens, but he ends up, you know, becoming possessed. And it's just, there's a domino effect of other things that happen later that I won't. I was kind of checked out earlier on, like once certain events happened. I'm like, okay, why are we after this guy again? um, it just didn't make sense logically to me. And I hate that. That's a fatal flaw for me. Like I can't get over it. Like I'll just keep harping on like I am right now. Like why though? Like why? Move on. Like uh anyway, like I said, it's an important story to tell, and this did have layers to it as well. Like I understand that, but it just the way like I said, the way that the characters were developed, but also the like the plot points, it just didn't make sense to me. Like the motivation behind everything was like not logical. So, all right, I'm done talking about it. Bone Temple was good, but it would be lower on my list. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I would place it. I think you're right. I think I would place it at like 8, but I don't even know if I have 10 movies on my list. That's why I'm struggling here because I haven't seen all the ones they've listed, and I've probably seen like 5 this year in theaters. So I don't know. Tess says, take care, Jojo. Have to clean up the kitchen. All right, later. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Leviticus isn't a movie I'd be initially into, so I'd probably pass on it. Yeah, I thought it was cool. I think it's cool to explore like that idea of, you know, being different and like that creating like negativity, and how people are so homophobic, and that's like the hatred that create that like that in and of itself, that in and of itself attracts like demons or just negativity in general. And that's interesting. It's interesting, like abject horror in a way, because people get so like disgusted over the topic if they're homophobic. And so that's really, yeah, it's layered. And yeah, I would still give it a watch, but maybe at home. Like I don't think it's still playing though anyways. So yeah. And maybe certain people won't get as annoyed with the characters as I did, but you never know. Okay. They Will Kill You is number 4. This was weird for me because I haven't seen it, so I can't say too much, but I was very, very interested in watching it. I didn't get around to it, unfortunately. I probably will soon, but this didn't strike me as a horror movie at all. At all. Besides there being some gore, this to me looked more like a John Wick type of movie with like combat type of, fighting and all that type of action. It's weird, right? Like somebody let me know if this was a horror cuz yeah, I don't nothing about it screamed horror to me. I mean, yes, this image, but this isn't necessarily horror just because there's blood in it or or a fiery axe. As I'm saying it aloud, it seems kind of ridiculous that I didn't think it was a horror, but come on, like watch the trailer. It does not seem that way. I swear. But yeah, I do want to see this. I do want to see this. It did look good. It looked fun. It looked quirky. Main character looked badass. Like I said, very John Wick style type of hand-to-hand like combat type of thing. Cool. But horror? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Let me know, guys. All right. So here we are at number 3. Touch Me? Never heard of it. Let me write this down. Touch Me. Let's read the synopsis. Addison Hyman's, I feel like I pronounced that wrong. I'm going to move on. Well, wild take on alien creature feature blends up countless inspirations: tentacle sex, drugs, Japanese cinema, 80s hip hop dance, and thruples to name a few. Yet it's a kaleidoscope adventure. A slacker, Olivia Taylor Dudley, and her gay best friend Jordan Gavaris both start hooking up with an extraterrestrial whose powers make them feel like they're in a drug-fueled euphoria. Unfortunately, the alien has a darker plan than he lets on, and our unlikely heroes must save humanity with plenty of humor and unpredictable. I can't speak today. Unpredictable moments. It's a joy to take a ride in Heyman's mind. um, that doesn't sound like something I'd be into, to be honest. Only because I'm not into like bestiality. And I know, I mean, extraterrestrial, they're hooking up with an extraterrestrial. What? I'm out. Oh, God. I guess I'm bestiality phobic. I don't even know what to say about it. I don't. Yeah, let me know. Let me know, guys. Maybe on the reel, I'll take a look at the trailer later. Number 2, Hokum. Now, here's something I could get behind. That sounds about right for Hokum. Actually, I would put it at number 3. I would put it at number 3. I really, really enjoyed Hokum. It feels like this little, like a small, you got that like small town vibe. It's mainly takes place in one like little location the whole time in that hotel. That's like, it's got that little like cozy, like everyone knows everyone there, and like a little folk type of horror. And it's definitely something that I think if you haven't checked it out, I would. I was mildly like disappointed with the ending. Disappointed is a strong word. I just, um, how could I say this without ruining it? It felt like a culmination. It felt a little forced. That culmination felt a little forced when he was down in the basement. That's all I'll say. But the lead up and everything, the tone, the ambiance in that hotel was creepy in and of itself. Like I really, really liked what they did with the that the room that they were in. That was also very creepy. I like that it's a ghost story, like a classic old school ghost story, essentially. Like that's really, we don't really get too many of those. So at least not like that. I'm trying to think if what was the last ghost movie like that I saw. Um but yeah, anyway, super good movie. I thought it was pretty well acted too. The main character again, well, I wasn't as annoyed with him, but he was an asshole. He definitely was an asshole, but you kind of get to see why. And his motivations made sense to me. So I dig that. I dig there's certain reveals that happen too regarding him and his life, and I thought that was all well done too. But let's see. They will use another one I haven't got around to. Yeah, I didn't realize how I feel like I've watched a lot of horror this year, but then I saw this list. I'm like, damn, I'm really like slacking here, apparently. So I feel you on that. Touch Me is something I check out. Don't judge me. You like Species too? Just kidding. Hokum is in top 5 out of movies I've seen this year. Definitely. I think it's a really good one. What's up, Andrew? How's it going? So we're just checking out this list by Variety. I usually don't really read Variety, but I stumbled upon this while I was trying to prep for the show today. And I was like, hey, might as well just check this out because some of the movies that I was going to talk about are on here anyways. So here we are. But yeah, Hokum. Highly recommend. Definitely. I would say I would put it as number 3 in my on my list if I had a list. But all right, definitely one of the better ones though. Dude, number 1 obsession. Everyone's obsessed with Obsession. It's a great movie. It really is. I would not put it at number 1. I would probably put it at either 2 or 3. So for me, I really enjoyed Hokum and Obsession kind of equally. So for me, they're interchangeable with 2 and 3. And number 1, I would put Backrooms. I would make Backrooms my number 1. And then, yeah, but Obsession was amazing. It really was. I mean, the standout there was Indy Navarrete. She was incredible. While I'll give her her props for sure, I do have to make mention of other girls, other main leads, lead actresses that did an amazing job as well that I feel like didn't get this much hype. And let me pull up their names because I always forget their names. But Pearl, girl that was on in Pearl. Hold on. Give me 1 second. What's her name? I always forget. Her name is Mia Goth. Yeah, Mia Goth. Amazing job in specifically Pearl. She did great in all of them, not gonna, X and Maxine. But Pearl specifically has certain scenes that I feel are actually, she did actually a better job than Navarrete did. And in all of Obsession. So I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but I'm just saying, like, that's the way I see it. And then also, the girl from Smile 2 was amazing as well. What's her name? Naomi Scott. Naomi Scott and Mia Goth should also get high praise because I see a lot of people saying like Navarrete should get nominated and all this and that. I'm not taking away from that, and I would love to see it, but I just feel like her character in Obsession was derivative of Smile 2 and the X trilogy with Mia Goth's character. So why didn't they really get recognized as much is what I'm questioning, you know? That's my only thing. I think that they're both, or all 3 are just really, they just nailed it. Like, yeah, like they're standouts to me when it comes to, I don't know if you want to call them final girls or whatever, but amazing job current horror actresses, right? So I'm just gonna throw that out there. Yeah, but yeah, I wish nothing but the best for Navarrete. I hope she gets way more gigs, and I hope we see her a lot more, just as I do with the other girls. So Obsession is my top movie this year. I know crazy when I see it. I know crazy when I see it. Oh yeah, dude. I think the dinner scene is just amazing. I think she was incredible in that. But yeah. So all in all, I feel like this article, like, for the most part, is pretty accurate. But then again, I can't say too much because there are a lot on here that I haven't seen. So to me, this was more so of like, hey, let's see what I haven't watched, and I'm taking them as recs because, yeah, some of these weren't even on my radar. Some of them I've heard of, I just didn't get around to seeing them. So this is definitely just kind of a show to like, let you all know, like, hey, don't just focus on Obsession. There are other movies out there that you could be watching as well that maybe didn't get as much love or were overshadowed and that are pretty good apparently according to Variety, right? um I'm super down to watch all of these, and then maybe next time I do a Hunger for Horror, I'll do a follow up and just kind of let you all know um, after having watched the rest of them. Like, then I'll give you an update of whether I think they were deserving of the top 10 or not. Yeah, Mia Goth. It's weird. Did she get nominated? I don't think so, right? I don't really follow Academy Awards, to be quite honest. But let me see here. Mia Goth. Awards. Let's see if she got anything. She won Best Actress for Critics' Choice. Critics' Choice, Stitches. I don't know how to say that. Sitches. Fangoria Awards, Vancouver Film Critics Award, and Seattle Film Critics Award. So no, she didn't get an Oscar. Yeah, that's so. Yeah, I don't want to hear. Well, no, I shouldn't say it like that. I was gonna say I don't want to hear you guys saying, Navarrete needs to get an award. I think I would love it if she did, but like I said, these other girls also did an amazing job before this, so they didn't get recognition at all. But maybe that should change. They should get recognition. I think Demi got nominated, right, for Substance. Let's see, Demi. Did she get it? I forgot. Demi Moore Award Substance. Yeah, she did get it, right? She got a Golden Globe. Okay, so she didn't get the Oscar, but she got the Golden Globe and Critics' Choice. And then it was the lady from Weapons that got it. Hell yeah. Good for her. Let's see. Weapons Oscar winner. What's her name again? Amy Madigan. Amy Madigan. Hell yeah. Who says you got to be young, right? That's awesome. These lists are subjective. Yeah, that's why. It's like, take everything with a grain of salt. And yes, you're correct. They're subjective. It's also how you present it, though. Like, I kind of get irked when they're just like, "Oh, this is the best movie." It's like, I like when people clarify, like, this is what I think is the best movie. I think because sometimes it could be a little abrasive sounding if you're just like, this is fact, this is what it is. I like it to be more of a discussion, and you can get mad, and you can, but it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. But yeah, no, the list was all right. I'm not gonna say it's ridiculous or anything. Although Backroom's number 10. Give me a fucking break. That's the egregious one. That's all I'll say. That's the egregious one. But it's fine. It's fine. You know why? Because they just gave me something to chat about today, and I appreciate that. So anyways, that's about it, guys. I just wanted to hop on here, chat it up with you guys, and give you all, if you're watching on the rewind, give you guys something just to listen to for just hearing me yap for about an hour. If you guys want to check out the Variety article, I'll leave a link below in the description after this is done. Yeah. And like I said, I'll come back to a follow up and let you guys know how I feel after I've seen the rest of the other movies. That'll be my homework. I got them all written down right here. And you guys do the same. That way it could be an ongoing discussion. And I'm pretty excited to see where the rest of the year will go in terms of horror. I'm gonna watch Evil Dead, the new Evil Dead one, Evil Dead Burn, I believe it's called. That's gonna be. I got an early screening tomorrow to go. Is it tomorrow? Oh no, it's not tomorrow. Let me see. When is that? That reminds me, right? I should probably check. I don't want to miss it. Let's see. Evil Dead. Let me see here. Evil Dead Burn. No, this is not it. Where? Oh my gosh. I hope I didn't miss it. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, it's on Wednesday. Whew. I was like scared for a second. Yeah. All right. So you can expect a video from me. I'll probably do an out of theater reaction to that movie. I'm looking forward to it. I like all the Evil Dead films. I think I could say that. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'll do that. Like I said earlier, I'm not going to be on next weekend because I'm going to be visiting my mom. But I'm going to try to, well, I'm getting that out of theater reaction out, but I'm also going to be filming 2 other videos. Whether or not those get edited today or this week or not, I don't know, but I'm definitely going to be filming them. So look out for those. I might just edit one of them. And then since I'll be doing the out of theater as well, so look out for two videos. And then I'll come back with a live the following week. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the 4th of July weekend. A couple hours left here. But yeah, have a great week and I'll catch you all later. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like or subscribe or both. I don't hate it. And also don't forget to hit the notification bells because I'm pretty sporadic on here and you want to be updated. That's the best way to do it. All right, y'all. I will catch you all later. Bye.